welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. If you are new, I am so ready for the springtime. So in today's video, I will be showing you how I am decorating our living room for the late winter, early fall season. Most of the items in our home are thrifted, so I can't link everything, but if there are a couple of items that I do place in our family room that I can link, I will leave them below. Okay, let's get started, and I hope that you are all doing well.
If you've been here for a while, you already know I have the softest spot for a good thrift find. There's just something about giving a forgotten piece a second life that feels so special. Since last summer, I've been quietly collecting picture frames whenever I stumble upon them. These are a few I've gathered over the months, and today I'm finally bringing them into our living room. What I love the most is the variety, the different textures, the aged metals, the subtle shifts in color, and the ornate ones next to the simple ones. Somehow, even though they're all so different, they feel beautiful together. In addition to the frames, I found a few other pieces that I love. This candle wall sconce, for example, she's a little imperfect, the bottom is broken, but you can barely tell, and honestly, I don't mind. I may repair it one day, but for now, I love her as she is. This style has been having such a moment lately, inspired by the romantic silhouette of French candelabras. And just for a few dollars, I couldn't leave it behind. Next are these rustic wooden bowls. I've seen similar ones at places like Olive Atelier priced anywhere from $35 to $65, and also some places sell it for hundreds. So finding the set of 4 for $6 felt like such a win. The wood grain is so rich and grounding. I can already imagine them layered on a coffee table or a bookshelf. I also picked up this small copper dish, and I adore the delicate detailing around the rim. The warmth of the copper feels especially cozy this time of year. Then there's this really pretty book filled with dreamy images of the rich history of Tuscany. It feels like a little escape to the Italian countryside. Warm stone villas, rolling hills, that golden light, even just flipping through it feels inspiring. And lastly, this lamp. It didn't come with a shade, but I was completely drawn to the mix of materials. The wooden body feels substantial and warm. The brass base adds a bit of polish, and there's even a touch of marble tucked into the design, which I absolutely love. It's one of those pieces that feel layered and timeless even before it's fully styled. Now that I've shown you a few pieces I'll be styling with, let's start bringing this living room to life. These are some stems that I recently picked up from Pottery Barn. They are stems from their fall collection and were heavily discounted. The original price is $120 and I got them for about $30. If they are still available online, I will leave the link for you, but I did pick these up in the store on clearance. This olive tree used to be behind our couch in the corner, but I decided to move it over here, and I think I actually prefer it behind this chair in this corner. Let me know what you think. A couple of years ago, we took the most beautiful trip to Europe, exploring the entire country of Portugal. We visited Milan, Lake Como, and Madrid. It was such a special season for us, and the memories still feel so vivid. It was one of those trips that have stayed with us long after we've unpacked our suitcases. I thought it would be nice to add photos from that trip, so I'm finally getting around to placing memorable moments that we captured from that vacation into our home. Almost all of the photos I'm placing in our family room, except for one, are from that trip. I love how this feels like little windows back to a time we'll always treasure. This is a sweet little photo of our daughter that we took in the Alfama neighborhood of Lisbon. It is one of my favorite photos. This is a book that I thrifted last year. It shows beautiful countryside interiors from around the world. I decided to use this beautiful image for this glass picture frame. I didn't want to cut the image right away just in case I made a mistake, so I took a piece of plain white paper to outline and cut the exact size that I needed. I love how this gallery wall is looking so far. I do want to add one more frame here and possibly over here, so I'm going to keep my eye out for the perfect frames that will go well with all of these. And this is how the room turned out. It's still very cozy for the winter with warm tones, and I just love it. I want to share a little kitchen update with you. A few weeks ago, I mentioned in the community tab that I had spilled beet juice on our rug, and unfortunately, it did not survive. I purchased it 3 years ago, and it had deep reds with blues and mustard accents, but it was time to let it go. I ended up replacing it with this beautiful vintage-inspired Persian rug that I found at Marshall's for $25. It has the most intricate detailing throughout, but in the softest, most muted way. At first, I was a little nervous it might blend too much with our cabinets, but you all reassured me, and you were absolutely right. It blends so beautifully here. Instead of placing it in the middle of the floor like I had the last one, I placed it along the cabinets, which I actually love more now. The low contrast and the neutral tones actually make the space feel even warmer and more layered. So thank you for encouraging me to keep it. Now I'll show you how my daughter and I made lemon blueberry scones. The link to the recipe is in the description box. While baking, we were watching the YouTube channel French Vibes. Does anyone else watch her videos? They are shot so beautifully and are very calming.
They're nice also. I made a video. There's so many nice things. When we are down.
My dough was a little bit dry, so I did have to add a few more tablespoons of water to moisten the dough. After I took it out of the oven, I quickly made the lemon drizzle for the top. These were extremely delicious. I highly recommend this recipe, but remember, you may need to add more water or lemon juice if your dough was dry like mine. Well, that is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. We are prepping for another snowstorm here in New York, so I hope that you are all staying warm and safe. I will see you in the next one. Bye!